So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to focus on songs being a form of emotional communication. One of the key things with a song is you want to either express an emotion or create that impression of emotion depending on where you're writing from. And as a songwriter, mastering that, being able to either create that impression or really kind of honing in on what you want to express is something that you really got to spend some time on and find ways that work for you so that you can kind of really zone in and get exactly what you're trying to say and get it across.
Well, what are some devices, techniques, methods, strategies that you just use to get your emotion across? Without being direct, right? Like how would you, or how did you convey?
I'm trying to imagine myself having that emotion and try to look around what's going on, right? What the weather is like, where you're sitting, like...
what's happening when you feel that way?
If you said, let's say, no matter how good the weather is, you still sad, right? And you accept the weather as sad weather, right? And even if you're happy and something good happening, it might be raining outside, and you're still happy, right? You go out and you enjoy the rain. So
yeah, like rain doesn't always mean sad.
Yeah.
And sunny doesn't always mean happy.
Yeah, and that's
you
don't want to fall into that cliche of like, it's like rain is sad, right? You want a creative way, in your own unique way to get that across. Right? So
how I go through my day and how I look at everything when I'm feeling so good.
Yeah,
you interview something that's amazing. Hot girl walks by. But if I'm like pissed off or like just heartbroken from someone, I'll look at her and be like, bitch. I don't know who she is, but like everything's negative. Yeah, guy with a hot girl, I'm like, that guy's a jackass.
Right. So some of the different reactions.
It's like half empty, half full.
Or you convey emotion without actually saying the emotion. Right?
You should get the staff in on this.
Yeah, he's going to be able to write songs.
Typically when I write something, I tap into, I mean, it's all of what you guys said, but I tend to go, it's like diving deep inside and pulling up personal experiences and things just kind of, so sometimes, quite often it's like a conversation with, does that make any sense?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Conversation with somebody.
Do you then do it in form of dialogue, certain things you would say that you would say during that emotional state, or would you be actually descriptive?
Sometimes, yeah. I tend to often to use words or phrases that can mean 3 or 4 things, and they mean all 4 of those things at the one time, or repeated, and it means this one here and that. I do a lot of that anyway.
And it'll mean something in that context of the song too, right? Like there's the rest of the song and the
using the imagery, right? Like not like you're saying, not saying directly what you mean. It's obligatory, but using words or using like symbolic language. I remember as a kid we were having to learn a lot of Hebrew, and like Hebrew is a very poetic language, and everything is very. It's not very codified in like English. It's more how do I say? Like everything in life is related to something else. Everything that you would describe is related to something else. If I'm happy or something like that, like in certain languages, like means like you would say it as if you're soaking up joy or something like that. You know what I mean?
Okay,
so it's a metaphor. Yeah, it's a metaphor. So
French songs.
Yeah. You want to try and be. Sometimes you want to try and be metaphoric and everything.
a bit of that show don't tell.
Yeah.
Mindset.
Yeah. And kind of, you don't want to be cliche though, because it's easy to fall into cliche with that. So you want to try and relate things that people would normally relate in those instances.
It's like imagery, and I'm pretty direct too, but definitely the imagery thing is probably what I do.
Imagery is metaphor, or imagery like direct imagery?
No, like it's metaphor.
So like if you were walking down the street, how would you say that? Besides walking down the street.
Hey,